David is deleting live TikToks, old YouTube videos, and even messages from his Discord server.
I media trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
As if wiping the internet clean could erase what people already know. But everyone is wondering why he's so eager to erase his online footprint right now. What shocking new evidence investigators are quietly piecing together from his deleted post, private Discord logs, and even lyrics buried in his own music. And how fans, brands, and fellow artists are reacting as the case against David gets worse every day.
Started his tour August 5th, 9th. They said the car was sitting for over 30 days before it got repoed. He reported it missing in between that, but it's been sitting before he started his tour. Called to report a Tesla missing.
This is no longer just about what happened in the past. It's about what's happening right now and what it means for David. So let's get into the latest, most upsetting, and very real situation involving David and Celeste Rivas. Celeste Rivas' body was found in the trunk of a Tesla owned by singer David at the beginning of September. She was 15 years old. She had not been seen since April 2024, and her shocking findings sent shockwaves through the music world and the gaming world, where David made his name. But even though the news told you what happened, what's happening now is even scarier. So let's start with the first question. Viewers caught it live. Refresh the TikTok page once and the video was gone. Refresh again, another one disappeared. Whole posts were deleted, comments were limited, and reposts from years ago were quickly taken down. It then went viral on YouTube. Tracking tools showed that his channel had videos -6, which means that 6 of his uploads were taken down without any reason. No one on his team, his management, or David himself gave any explanation for the cleanup. Things became even more strange on Reddit. David is the only admin on his subreddit, and posts that called him out started going away as well. Quickly, everyone realized it wasn't strangers, but David or someone acting on his orders. He's deleting his own stuff, one user wrote, after a post with 400 likes disappeared overnight. Then Discord. The number of video files on his server dropped from 369 to 292 in just 3 hours, as shown by screenshots. Moderators like Exercify and Moji were caught deleting logs to get rid of years' worth of disturbing material. Fans said that Discord doesn't really delete things. The logs are there, and the cops can get them if they have a warrant. Because of this, a lot of people call these purges destruction of evidence, which is a misdemeanor in California and can get you up to 6 months in jail. Even though the charges aren't as serious as the grooming and murder charges, they're still damaging enough to bring to light editors, managers, and even people close to him if they're helping him to hide his tracks. Another scary thing about this cleanup is that an old video of David on stream with Celeste showed up again. When they were done talking, he said, "Delete everything."
Maz, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too?
It seemed like a joke at the time. Fans are now calling it a live video confession of a crime. But here's the problem for David. No matter how much he scrubs, the internet already saved the receipts. And some of those receipts are darker than anyone expected. If David thought deleting his post would bury the truth, the opposite has happened. Because the deeper people dig, the darker the evidence becomes. Discord logs show that Celeste joined his server back in 2021, when she was only 11 years old. By 2024, chats appeared referencing her directly. One message reading, "Drop the one with the missing girl, Celeste." Fans were furious. They called it an open secret, accusing David's community of knowingly looking the other way while a child was being groomed in plain sight. Then came the music. An unreleased track, simply titled Celeste, surfaced, with lyrics about tattoos, drugs, and getting high together. Even more incriminating, a March 2025 release included the line, "Nobody ever caught me, but I spoke too soon in the back of a police car."
Nobody ever caught me, but I've spoken too soon in the back of a police car.
He was literally telling us, one TikTok comment read, and nobody listened. Older work is also being re-examined with fresh eyes. His breakout hit, Romantic Homicide, dropped on Celeste's birthday. His stage show sometimes featured caskets, and TikTok reposts with captions about cannibalism and pouring boiling water on girls now feels ominously disturbing. Lyrics and posts once written off as dark humor are suddenly being scrutinized as clues. Meanwhile, police activity has ramped up. LAPD detectives searched his Hollywood Hills home, the same area where the Tesla was towed from, and were seen leaving with computers and evidence bags. Investigators also believe the car carrying Celeste's body was driven through back alleys, likely to avoid traffic cameras. The family has stepped forward too. Celeste's brother revealed that David told her he was waiting for her to turn 18 so they could marry. Her sister confirmed their accounts were genuine, but also shared that police instructed them not to post archives because they're part of the investigation. Of course, in chaos like this, not everything is authentic. Some screenshots may be fake, and alleged iCloud leaks remain unverified. But even if half of what's circulating online is false, the verified Discord logs and family testimony alone paint a damning picture. And while investigators build their case, the fallout for David is spreading beyond the evidence because fans, brands, and even his fellow artists are turning against him. The bad press about David isn't just staying online, it's also hurting his career, his peers, and the fans who used to cheer him on. The brands came first. Crocs and Hollister quietly ended their partnership with him, and his face disappeared from ads and social media almost overnight. Sponsorships that used to celebrate his rise are no longer there, leaving a glaring void where they used to be. The artist came next. The singer Kali Uchis took her track down with him, saying they no longer work together. She didn't want to get her name involved in the scandal. When people who used to praise him stopped following him, it said more about him than any words could. At first, Jason defended him on stream, saying he didn't do it. He's not a murderer. But as more proof came in, he changed his tune, which showed that the industry was becoming more worried. Fans, on the other hand, have been the biggest force in holding him accountable. Threads on Reddit changed into direct messages to him that said, "She'll always haunt you. I hope you never find peace." People from Lake Elsinore held a vigil with signs that said, "Justice for Celeste," and lit candles. Not only was there sadness, but also anger. People wanted David and the business that supported him to be held accountable. With each new reveal online, anger grew. Fans started to save every deleted TikTok, every cleared Discord screenshot, and every track that just disappeared because they wanted to keep a lasting record of what David was trying to get rid of. There's a split in popular opinion. A strong minority says he must be innocent, pointing out that he wasn't actually arrested because he was on tour when the body was found. Some people say the picture is already clear because of the leaks, the lyrics, the family story, and the songs that were taken down. One person wrote, "He looks more guilty with every new post he deletes." David is erasing all traces of himself online. Discord mods are in a panic, and brands are already cutting ties with him. But fans and reporters have stacks of receipts. Lots of proof keeps coming in, but until formal charges are brought, the mystery stays, and the rumors get louder every day. What happens when deleted posts, evidence that is hidden, and a career that is falling apart all come together? What will David do that will surprise everyone and turn things around in a way that no one saw coming? Or will he be forgotten, only known as a cautionary story, a scandal, and the ghost of what might have been? This story isn't over yet, and I promise you that the next part could get darker than anyone thinks. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the wildest and most disturbing twists in this case are still ahead. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what comes next. Check out our previous video, 10 rappers who still think they're famous.